Dead Man's Shoes, 2004. It's been a long time.
Very long time. Do we want to set up a bit of what's happened before this?
Yeah. So this is a scene. This is a climactic scene, isn't it?
Not quite.
No.
It's so I think Paddy Constantine's character is a soldier who's come back to his small town to find out that his younger and mentally challenged brother has been menaced by the local gang, and he's actually started messing with them a bit. I think he breaks into the main guy's house and
Puts clown makeup on him.
Yeah.
All right, better get into it. Again, it's been a while. We're all going to be experiencing it together. Paddy Considine, is he a bad guy in one of the Bourne movies?
No, he's a reporter.
Go down there, bro.
He gets shot at the train station.
Oh, okay. Back in these days, you were an extra, or like you were a supporting character in a Bourne film, but then you had your own film that you did, the indie film. You know?
Hey man, how you doing? Rich? You okay? Yeah? You know the lads had this ridiculous idea.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, it was? Thought so. What are you up to?
Mooching about.
Mooching about? In my house? Joe always paint men, like women. What are you doing, lad?
That's my concern.
Not when you're in my house. Where are you staying?
Moxon's farm. Gonna come and see me over here?
Maybe I will. You're not afraid of me, are you?
Don't just all chilling. When he's weighing it up, he's weighing it up. Look.
You're making me very nervous, Richard.
Well, you should be. If I were you, I'd get in that fucking car and I'd get out of here, man. I'd gather them goonies and get whatever you've got and come with me.
How old is he then?
Because I'm gonna fucking hit
He
you
was
all.
like 30 years old?
Not like being threatened, Rich.
Maybe.
I'm not threatening you, mate. It's beyond fucking words. I watched over you when you were asleep, and I looked at your fucking neck, and I was that far away from slicing it. You're fucking there, mate. So get in that car and fuck off. You get to me first.
Just wait.
What's he doing? He's coming back, he's coming back. Is that it?
Is this a small town?
Yeah.
Well, I knew it wasn't London. You know? Yeah. Talk to me.
So it's probably been about 20 years, and I only watched this the once, and I think you recommended it to me. And it's mainly this scene that has stuck with me. And it's mainly the two lines, "I watched over you while you were asleep."
Yes.
Something about the way, because usually you say, "I watched over you," it's like, "Oh, I'm looking after you," but it's like saying it as a threat
Yes.
and saying, "You're right there."
Do you think that I mean, there's a lot to say. Firstly, I mean, this is an endlessly generative genre, the revenge film. Arguably, it might be, one of the most popular forms of drama. And yeah, the masculine revenge drama. Put in the comments what you think. Personally, there's nothing like seeing two men go at it, and it's always better before the bloodletting. Do you know what I mean? Like once that's happening, that's a different deal. But this is why we're watching. We're watching two guys circling each other. You know what I mean? And I think one of our fantasies maybe is to see the big dog realize that he ain't so big.
Yeah, well, and it's standing up to the bullies.
Yes.
And you know, it's what happened. Like, so, you know, his little henchman in the car, we're all expecting him to punch him,
Yes.
and then he cuts back to them. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, yeah, he's just sizing him up. And they go, oh, is that it? Is that it? It's like, so when the bully finally has an equal opposing force standing up to him, it's like, I think we love that there's some sort of justice and fairness to that.
Yes.
So I think not only do we fantasize, as, you know, a lot of men, about being that force that stands up to the bully, even if we're not doing that, we like seeing it happen.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's even though it's kind of vigilante justice, it feels like there's some sort of right in there.
I'd have to ask my wife what she thinks about revenge, like physical revenge. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, obviously, we're all more alike than we're different. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure they're watching it and feeling something similar, but I have to ask her about that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this again, it's obvious to say we're in very censorious times. Very boring art is being made. This was a very exciting time. I didn't know it at the time that the early 2000s was a very interesting time for film. I'm not just always slamming the past. I'm sure another golden age of the screen arts is around the corner. And look, to be fair, Peak TV did come along.
Yep.
But even then, you know, we cheer on Peak TV when it behaves like Dead Man's Shoes. So the best parts of Breaking Bad is when it's being cinematic.
Yes.
It's not when we're filling time, you know, and
it's not when there's filler episodes because you need to get your 10 episode run for the streaming services.
Don't you want to see Walt, you know, organising all of these guys in prison and everywhere to get killed at the same time? That's what you want, right?
Yeah.
And so Dead Man's Shoes is just from this tradition. It's a cinematic revenge film, and I don't know, like, why does it feel... I know all the answers to these questions, you know. I know all the answers to these questions, but why are we in this mode right now where... Because, I mean, this time, Kill Bill was a thing around this time as well. So it was really... You know, we were knee deep in it. But where is the old-fashioned revenge? Like, you know, the man-on-man revenge stories.
I mean, maybe it's around, but maybe it's not interesting enough. Because the thing about this one, which I didn't notice in this scene, that fucking car that these supposed thugs are driving, that's as close to a clown car as you can get.
Oh yeah.
As a production vehicle. Look at it. Look at that fucking thing.
They're all jammed in it.
It's an old Citroen. It's this tiny little French car with this tiny little motor. They're kind of a bit of a joke in Europe, those fucking cars.
Yeah.
Like if you had like I imagine if you had like a bumbling French romantic, you know, slapstick comedy type film, the lead would be driving one of these fucking
French
cars.
Kiss with like Kevin Kline.
Something like
something.
that, yeah. So, and you know, the fact that he breaks into his house and then paints him up like a clown, and the other guy, like the other little guys, they're bumbling, because at one point he menaces them while wearing a gas mask.
Oh yeah.
And they go, oh, it's an elephant man, he's an elephant man, like, because he's got like the eyes and the thing that looks like a trunk.
Yes.
So they've added kind of, it's not, there's like some sort of other layer going on. They're trying something else. They're injecting a bit of humor into it. And also the twist at the end, if, spoilers! His brother's actually been dead the whole time. They didn't just embarrass him, they murdered him.
Yes.
So, you know, and that's kind of another layer. But what that also does is he has all these conversations with his brother while it's happening, so you get to know and feel for Paddy Constantine's character, and it makes him much more human as well while it's happening, so it's not just such a straight-faced revenge thriller with
the question,
the most stoic, the most emotionless.
Because how do we access his inner world?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if the brother isn't the ghost figure that he's talking to, then we're on the outside and he really is just...
Then he's a boring character.
Yes.
So it's a little bit like there's Extraction.
I'm aware of it.
With Hemsworth. And it's fine. And the sequel's fine, and there's some good action, but you just don't care enough, at least I didn't, about the main character. So that's either because it's not quite good enough and it wasn't as interesting enough as this, or I've seen that format too many times.
Sure.
So it's, well, maybe both.
And he's not a cook, you know, like in the Under Siege sense. There's not that other element.
Well, Under Siege, it had this like wonderful other bizarre thing, and
he's so good you have to hide him.
Yeah.
On the ship somewhere.
Yeah, and he was really into his cooking.
Yes, he was.
Like
Get my pies out of there.
Yeah, when he's trapped in the thing,
Yes.
he's still concerned about his pies, and Busey's wonderful, weird, crazy character, and even the villains were like, you know, I've blanked on his name.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, of course, you know, pretending to be a rock band, but then being an assassin.
Clever.
Pretending like he's doing it for some sort of revolution.
We're going to do Under Siege soon,
it's
don't
all
worry.
about the money. Yeah, that's great.
We are going to do that. But do you know, I remember it's funny you remember this scene. This is a good scene. But the scene when he nails them is I can't stop thinking about that scene. Like that haunts me. That's filled with so much deeply upsetting stuff. Like the way he drugs them all, and then he talks weirdly to them, you know, sort of softly and compassionately to one of them, like on the couch.
Don't remember it at all.
It is mad and does a one-punch kill. There's only a couple of movies I can think of where you do a one-punch kill, and this is one of them. You know, like, and you just go, so that guy's dead, and you go, yeah, well, and the reason it's scary, I guess, is the reason why these independent movies have got the edge on Hollywood stuff. On, you know, they don't have the money. They don't have the money hose, as Robert Rodriguez says, but they've got creativity and ingenuity. But they've also got the ability to have courage and to go where those big films, by virtue of their enormous risk and all the stakeholders, they can't do it. So small film, nimble, they're able to say, all right, he's just going to talk weirdly to this guy, stand the guy up and punch him in the face, and the guy's dead. And we're not even going to cut to him. He's just dead. You know what I mean? Like, and they just would not do that. They would not do that. And compare that to the crazy 88 getting killed in Kill Bill. I don't think about anything in that sequence now. Nothing. Not one thing. Maybe a guy getting his leg cut off, maybe. But this one punch is so dreadful. And the way he sets him up for it as well, like gets him into position. It's like, it's really deeply upsetting. And I think that is a real strength of these movies, is that, because this movie was made for about $2. Yeah. Which is, you know, you just knew, I think what you're searching for is danger. And it's a dangerous movie made by dangerous individuals. Like, you watch it and you go, oh boy. So maybe that's what we're missing. I moaned on, as I do at the beginning, about where have these revenge stories gone. Well, I suppose all I'm searching for doesn't have to be revenge. I'm just searching for danger. I'm searching for stuff that's outside the... So basically, if The Rock's in it, there's no danger. Nothing will ever... Even if he dies in the movie, nothing will ever hit you where it hurts. You know what I mean? And that's what you want, right? From a Rock film, pretty much.
Yeah, well...
Not to drive by on him.
I think these films or versions of these films are around, but they're just not memorable. Yeah. So there's no danger that emotional danger, you know, that kind of stays with you, or there's no interest, or there's like all the edges are sanded off. They're all pretty, you know, all the risky bits have been taken off. They're all kind of, it's all a bit homogenized. So like, what's the difference?
This is going to sound like a very boomerish take, but it's a fact that there was no... You have to remember, we've got to have a dating system. We need to remember when social media happened and when smartphones happened. So before social media, like, this movie would just be... After social media, I'm certain this movie would be killed on the vine. Do you know what I mean? Like, in some way, shape or form. It's like they try and trick us with these movies, like just a random movie, that Odenkirk movie, Nobody, right? They do the poster... They set you up with the trailer, and then what you want is you want it to be Bob Odenkirk. He spent a year in the gym, and you want it to be Dead Man's Shoes, but with him and a bit more money.
Yes.
That's what you want. That's exactly what I want. And then you go and see it, and it's a total grift. They've got terrible stunt casting all the way through it of people who are unrecognizable, like Michael Ironside and all these other people that you just go, oh my God, like this is a horrendous. And they've got rap hip hop stars in there where you just go, oh God, this is going to be terrible. And they're making a big deal of soundtrack. It's clearly an Eastern European scam as well. These filmmakers, like they've shot it somewhere with no regulation.
What are you trying to say?
Like it's your relatives. No, it's clearly like, you know, it's just
I thought those streets looked familiar.
So anyway, it's like, yeah, it's a total mess. Like I just wanted nobody to be like this, but I think, you know, it ends up being, there's no danger in nobody. Like in fact, it's all about, it's all bluster. And so they had the resources, they won us over, and then we watched it. This happens consistently now, by the way. They win you and me over, and we go, oh, all right, we'll either go to the cinema. I think I went to Gold Class with my wife to watch it. It was before I had kids.
Yeah.
And we went to this movie, and I was like, this is going to be great. It was not great.
Well, it's the first ones that kick off these fads that are decent, but they're the ones that have something dangerous in them.
John Wick.
So the first John Wick,
Yes.
do you know what makes that movie? The dead puppy.
Yes. But isn't it also a bit like Taken in that he does what he says he's going to do?
Well, that's the other thing about Taken. It's that's the dangerous element of, it was the first time you saw, you know, Albanian mafia, white slavery in Paris. It was kind of this new dangerous thing, and everyone just kind of went, ooh. And then they did the sequel, and then they did the sequel, and they did the sequel, and then
Yes.
they did the sequel with every other old actor. Like there was one with Jackie Chan in London or something called The Foreigner. You know, it spawned a bunch of them.
The Foreigner.
And then, so same with like the John Wick, the whole John Wick cinematic universe now, and with this nobody thing, it's like, yeah, they're all kind of like repeats and sanded down versions of the same thing. It's like, because the first John Wick, I think, was made for no money. So no one cared. So they could have the dead puppy, and there wasn't a studio exec that went, no, we can't have that. You got to take that out. But then the second one, it's like, the first one made money, let's do it again. And all these other big checkbooks came into the fold, and then all of a sudden, you're not doing that anymore. It's just the action, just the stunts. Let's wheel in cameos from other hip hop stars, or Halle Berry or Ana de Armas or whoever's, you know, the current thing at the moment.
I don't know what I'm watching for at that point. Like, you know, I don't know what the point of it is anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Or you know, nobody. It's like, oh yeah, let's do John Wick again, or let's do this quirky thing of you know, let's try and make Bob Odenkirk an action star. And you go, okay, yeah, okay. Like,
but we're on board. We're on board for that.
But then once you see the movie, it's like, there's nothing there.
No.
So it's like, okay, so it's just Soul beating people up. All right. I mean, that gets me in the door, but it doesn't sustain for the actual movie. You got to put something else in there.
Well, I feel like we should close this out by talking about another film, which I think we can do, like, because I've got the clip. We should do that. Because don't you just want, you want these movies to be Dead Man's Shoes, but if they got a little bit more money, don't you want them to be History of Violence? That's what we want. History of Violence.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right.